Hey everyone, I'm Armor Gaming, welcome back to my channel, and welcome to Monster Legends. Welcome to an exclusive first look at the brand new Cosmic Mythic monster, Vanoss2099. This is the monster that you either need to purchase by himself, or you can purchase the exclusive Golden Legends Pass if you want to obtain this monster. This is one of the most controversial monsters because this monster has Pierce as a status caster rank 3, and if you do buy this monster with the Golden Legends Pass, the exclusive pass, you get him at rank 3. So I'm not going to bother showcasing this monster at level 100 or 110 or any of that. I'm going to get him to rank 3. I might jump him all the way to rank 5 because I actually spent a good like 30 minutes to an hour just doing PvP to climb all the way. I'm currently like rank 50 because I want to showcase how powerful this monster is going to be with the current meta. And right now with the new PvP tournament style, everything's been kind of weird where like you're battling players of all levels. So if you're having difficulty right now as of time I'm recording this video during the first few days of the new Cosmic era, don't worry, I'm pretty sure the tournament mode will get sorted out. But anyways, I also want to give a huge thanks to Social Point for giving me the chance to make this exclusive first look. They provided me the food, the cells I need to rank them up all the way to rank 5, and of course they're going to reimburse me any gems I spend for the purpose of making this video, so let's get right into it. Alright, Vanoss2099, I am glad I got all 3 slots unlocked as well, but I don't have any space. 1 second, everyone. Alright, let's do it again. Let's place Vanoss2099, and here we have our very first Cosmic Mythic. Man, he has an amazing design. Here is his ult. It is an AoE, and it obliterates everyone. Alright, so Vanoss2099, this robot has arrived from year 2099 through a Stardust portal to save his creator Vanoss from his enemies. Vanoss29 is a cosmic creature, the perfect combination of technology and mythic stardust. And so unranked, this monster is hardened. He has an umbrella trait. This essentially gives him a 20% less chance to get hit with any sort of negative effect, whether it be just a regular negative effect, a torture effect, or a sort of denial like a control, a possession, stun, or freeze. In terms of rank 1, you get immunity to bleed, which in my personal opinion is not that great. In terms of him being an attacker, it does kind of help a little bit because when a monster is hit with bleed, they deal 20% less damage, so at least you don't have to worry about that, but then there's also poison. But again, the most important thing is the status caster Pierce. What impact is it going to have on the game? That's what everyone is wondering. And now, if you haven't seen my analysis, I highly recommend you check it out before watching this video. Basically, my conclusion, or at least what I think what Pierce is gonna do, is I really don't think it's gonna do much. Right now, the meta legendary monsters are Grakon and Wormlad, and even if this monster has Pierce and he kills Wormlad or Grakon, they can hold a revival essence, so they would come back to life. And then this is just a status caster. It's not like it's a permanent trait. So if you're faster and you can remove it, then the Pierce is gone. And right now, one of the monsters everyone is racing for is a monster that has positive effect removal. And if players get that team race monster, if they get him at rank 3, rank 4, rank 5, even players that purchase this monster from the Golden Legends Pass, they're only going to get him at rank 3. So we're going to have a faster Cosmic that can actually remove the Pierce. So we're going to be able to use the team race monster with a Wormlad or Grakon and a top monster, and I think we're going to be fine. So I honestly don't see the Pierce being that much of an influence. And I don't think this monster is going to be OTKing Mythic monster, so that's my conclusion. Again, we're going to test it out. We're going to see how good it is and whatnot. You can see the stats at all the different ranks, but let me just go ahead and actually rank him up or level him up. So, like I said, I'm not going to showcase him at level 100 because there's really no reason to. If you do purchase this monster, ideally you should be purchasing the exclusive Golden Legends Pass, not the single purchase, because it is not worth it to get him unranked. As for whether or not it's worth it to get the Golden Legends Pass offer, that's ultimately up to you. I can only showcase his potential and how good he's going to be in the game. So here he is at level 100. Really quickly, let's talk relics. He can hold the sword relic. Ideally, if you have a Jakugan sword, that could be one, no, not Jakugan. If you have laser beam sword, that's one way to go about it, because at the start of the battle, his power increases, which even further makes his attack stronger, and he deals magic damage. I don't have access to that, but I do have the cane sword, which is also a really great sword because this can heal your life, and you might need that life heal. And then you can also hold a shield. Again, just use whatever you have. I have 2 shields. I'm actually just going to run tenacity on him. So this gives my whole team an additional shield, and we're good. Let's talk skills. So, Bolt Strike. It is spammable, deals moderate metal damage. This skill, Whirl, Wubadub Whirl, deals low metal damage to all enemies. System Blocks Drive removes all negative effects from itself, applies damage boost. It's nice to have a sub-skill in case you do get possessed. Maybe the AI will use it. How do you do Daze, deals heavy metal damage to an enemy, applies Daze. I do believe you run this just because it is your heavy metal damage attack. Let's see what else we have. Deals moderate metal damage to enemies, removes positive effects from itself. So the thing about Crash and Shooter, this is a way to attack all enemy monsters, right, and utilizing your Pierce, but the bad thing about Crash and Shooter is that you would then get rid of your Pierce. So it's up to you whether or not you want to do it for the additional 5 damage. Look at that stamina cost, 63, ouch. Alright, let's see what else we have. Falling Like Flies is the alternative. This one deals moderate metal damage to all enemies and applies daze. They both say moderate, but as you can see, Crush and Shooter is slightly stronger. So the question you have to ask yourself, are you okay dealing less damage and daze to the enemy and keeping Pierce, or are you better off dealing more damage, no daze, and your Pierce is gone? For now, as an attacker, we're going to go straight damage output. I just want to see how much he can deal, so we're going to go with Crash and Shooter, but I might just keep the Pierce, so I might swap that out with Falling Like Flies. The bad thing to him having Pierce is that you actually can't OTK Mythic taunt monsters, right? Or maybe even, like if you battle Santarion, I wonder if you can OTK him. Maybe not because of the metal on metal, right? So yeah, when you battle... The thing is, when you battle Megaton monsters, because you're attacking everyone thanks to Pierce, you can't OTK them. So there is a drawback to Pierce. Alright, the cool thing about this monster is he does have a fire-based attack. So Volteca Claw deals very heavy fire damage. It's actually stronger than your metal attack. The cool thing about this is that any nature monster has to worry. Right now, I can only speak from the current meta, if the enemy has a, let's say, Erder and a Nor, right? Nor is nature-based. So you can use your attack, you can do Volteca Claw, and probably OTK Nors left and right. So that is a good mechanic with the Pierce skill. And so the final skill, we have Feeling Safe for now. It's Thunder based, that doesn't matter, deals Pierce and Evasion. I'm actually not a fan of this skill. I'm not a fan of setup skills. Yes, it gives you Pierce, and yes, you get Evasion, but I think there's so many monsters that can remove positive effects. Once again, the Team Race monster that players are going to get rank 3, 4, 5 does have positive effect removal, so I think this will just end up being removed. I will say that if you want to, you can run Feeling Safe for now, and you can run a System Box Drive, and then you would have 2 skills that could actually, that would be soft skills, so in case something bad was to happen, you'd actually be able to, like if you were to get possessed, you might use it. So you should always run a 0 cooldown skill in case you get hit with cooldown activation. So right now, the way the tournament mode is set up, you don't know who you're fighting. You might end up fighting a ranked up Siamese, maybe a Gaidaigo, Glamhead, someone that can activate your cooldown. So maybe it is useful to run something like a Bolt Strike. So I think this is like one of the safer skill sets to go with. The Bolt Strike is just interesting because do you need it, do you not need it? It really depends, right? If we didn't need Bolt Strike, like if it's a war scenario, that's when you bring Feeling Safe for now, because you know that evasion could save you. And again, I'm iffy on Crash and Shooters versus Falling Like Flies because I don't want to get rid of Pierce. I want to essentially be able to keep Pierce and use it again. In terms of runes, I'm going to go a typical attacker rune setup, so 2 strength and a speed. Now here's what I will say. Actually, we should look at stats. These are the base stats. 7656, 7238, speed 5841. If we compare that to like an armor claw, for example, let me go to my armor and right here change. And let's see, these are all ranked up stats. Oh, I guess the monster ground would be better. Alright, so going back to those skills, take a look at this. Actually, instead of armor, we'll look at Arumel, who's an actual attacker from the Mythic era, and let's take a look at stats. 120, 110. Okay, at 110, look at the power, 72. Okay, so I guess the way you can view these new Cosmics is that their stats are equivalent to that of a rank 1 Mythic, so it's nothing too crazy, I would say. So maybe these monsters aren't going to have such a huge impact, especially when, as we can see from the skills, if you eliminate Pierce, I would say they're rather lackluster. And here's the other thing, I'm going to give this monster level 10 runes, but realistically, how many players out there can afford to give this monster level 10 rune? So even if you see him dishing out a ton of damage, you have to think about how many players are actually going to be able to do that, right? Well, maybe the players that actually buy the exclusive pass will be, so I don't know. Now I'm going to go ahead and rank them up, and I'm just going to take them to rank 3. I'm not going to go through the feed and everything, and I'll see you guys in PvP. Actually, I lied, because I want you guys to see this, because it's the first time I saw this. So, I could break out, and then I could feed them, but then I could break out again, and then I can rank them. Oh, so, okay, breaking out is really cool. Even without having all the cells needed to rank them up, you can level him up essentially. That's awesome. So now I'll actually, so here, watch, let me go to feed. Okay, this is interesting. So this is my first look at the cat breakout and how it works. So let me level him up. Alright, so he's 110 right now, and look, I can level him up to 126 by using incremental cells. So I don't need all the cells to get him to rank 3. I can do the cat breakout and get him to 126. And then when I'm ready, go beyond level 126, rank up, I only use an additional 480 and then level up. Yes, pay the gems. Okay, and now he goes to rank 3. And check this out, if I want to cap breakout, I only need 500 and I'll break out. So he's at that first cap breakout. So now, if I want to go to view and showcase him, check this out. I can take him to 132. So normally, here he is, rank 3, 130. But now I can actually take him to 132 because I have 500 cells. Okay, I am liking this cap breakout system. I wasn't sure how it would look like, but I am really liking this cap breakout system. That is cool. So it gives you a way to utilize your like half cells, right? Like if I go to my monsters right now and I go to the vault, there's some monsters. Where is it? Extract, a vault. I'll sort by legendaries since I have a ton of legendaries. If I look at like my Helguden, I have 600, so I can take it to the next rank. But then imagine I could cap breakout and take it to level 123 or something, so I can actually use it and it can be a lot stronger. That is pretty cool. I'll give it that. All right. So with that being said, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get rid of Ragnarök. Let's change him, and well, for now we got to put the main star, who is our new Cosmic Mythic, Vanoss2099, and then we're gonna put Armor Claw, right? Because it needs to be competitive. We're gonna put Team Speed on Armor Claw. He's actually gonna I'm also gonna give him a life, and I'm gonna give him double Team Speed and life. So he is there to tank, and then this whole show is gonna revolve around my Vanoss2099 at 130. Let's see how powerful he is. Let's see what he can do. Let's see how he influences the game. I might as well change this to give him a little more life. And yeah, I'm curious. So this is going to be the very first battle I do with him. Like I said, I spend a good amount of time trophy climbing so I can give you guys a legitimate battle and not some easy battle taking on easy opponents. So right now I'm ranked 58. So it's going to be interesting to see how he performs against the current meta monsters, because at this rank right now I am taking on 150 Mythic. So I want to see kind of 130 Vanoss. What influence does he have in the game? Let's find out. I am allowed to do PvP, however, I'm not allowed to win the battle because it would be totally unfair for me to win with a monster that has not yet been released. And perfect. We start the game off with, look at that, 2 dodge area monsters. That's what everyone's fear is, the dodge area monsters, right? This mechanic, is it going to get destroyed? Let's find out. So, Crash Intruder does in fact OTK the legendaries, right? I mean, what could we expect? Especially Wormlet, since I have that metal advantage. In terms of the damage output, my strongest attack against a 130 Mythic is 130k. So, not that powerful, I would say, for having 2 level 10 runes. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's that powerful. So here's the thing. I want to see how much damage it deals against Grakon. So my guess is that if Grakon is running a life, and you might have to do that, right? If you guys have seen my gameplay, I started giving Ragnarök a single life rune, single level 10 life rune, so you can survive AoEs from the enemy monsters, and it's been working. When an enemy does a AoE skill, even if it's a 150 monster, they can't kill my Ragnarök. So I think that'll work for Grakon. It probably won't work for Wormlad. But we're going to do Crash Intruder. Let's see the damage output on Grakon. And just to make sure he is level 130, yes he is. Crash Intruder and 82. Yeah, so with a life rune he can survive. Honestly, if there was a shield relic or something, he would survive. So 130 on 130, not going to be OTKing Grakons with a life rune or anything like that. Or with a relic like a tenacity shield. But look, here's the thing. Wormlet and Grakon, the meta mythics, they do resurrect. However, what's interesting is that my Cane Sword activates after they resurrect, so that's frightening for them. It almost came close to killing them. So if they don't have an Uriel's Essence fully maxed out, I'll probably be able to kill them. So anyhow, the bad thing is, after you do that, right, here, let's ×2. After you do that, basically they resurrect, and then they can somewhat come back, but there's a poison and a curse, Armor of Duty, Amber Overdose. Alright, let's see how this plays out now. So I have to recharge because I have no stamina. I have to recharge because I have no stamina. And he does have 240. Restore the Dream. Remember to sub. Here, let's go for Brutalizer. And then, yeah, so, look, my Pierce is gone, and then I'm getting immobilized. So it is about running a team that can actually work with them. There's an Amber Overdose. I can restore the Dream. I can hopefully kill Brutalizer. Alright, Brutalizer's dead. And then, well, I don't have Pierce anymore, so I'm just a regular monster. So as a regular monster, let me just go ahead and kill Wormlad. Cane Sword kicks in. Didn't kick in. And then feel free to rot. And at this point, I will exit the game because I don't want to win. So yeah, Pierce mechanic, I mean, it is what it is, right? It pierces, it could kill the enemies. Dodge area, the one monster I do see never being used anymore is probably going to be Hornets because, well, Hornet can't revive. So if you kill him, you kill him. And yeah, the light monsters, the light mythics. So like Moonhaze might be in trouble if he's running team speed. The light mythics might be in trouble. You do have an advantage against Unspeakable as well, but it's not like he has taunts anyway, so that's not too big of an issue. All right, so and of course, if you have like Erder Nor, you're probably going to be able to OTK Nor. So now I want to take this monster to 150 and let's see what he can do. All right, you know what? I'll just show you guys the level up. So here he is, fully maxed out. Here are his stats. Again, he has the 2 level 10 runes and the speed and life rune. So let's see what this monster can do against some other monsters in the game. Let's click fight. Are you sure? Yes. So 130 to 130. As you saw, the damage output on Brutalizer, not too crazy. Alright, so here we have a Krusty, a Miserous, and a Daedalus. Daedalus, as you all know, has Megaton, so normally he would absorb everything, but this is where the Pierce mechanic really comes into action, right? At the start of the battle, I can attack Krusty and hopefully finish him off. Let's see. We'll kind of go through all of our skills. So Crash and Shooter, 127,000. That's not too bad, right? AoE, dealing, and this one removes my Pierce, so, I mean, Miserous would remove my Pierce if I don't. Bolt Strike doesn't OTK, and this doesn't OTK. Howdy Do Days also does not OTK. So yeah, here's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing if the Mythic, the Cosmics, and the regular Mythics are the same level, as you can see, 150, 150, 150. If they're on the same level, you're not too bad off. Even if I attack him, the Elsa's Amulet, actually Cane Sword will kill Miserous, so I could do that. This will attack Cressy, and Cressy means to burn, so that won't help. Dang, I wish I had a shock skill now. So I'm just going to do Claw on Miserous, because my Cane Sword will activate, and we'll go from there. So it is nice that you can single attack. It's kind of like Vostos, right? Vostos could attack whoever he wants, but to me, he didn't really stand out much, because after that, the gimmick is gone. So he gets to keep Pierce, so I can still attack Krusty next turn if I want to, but the gimmick is gone, essentially. Once you single attack and do what you do, let's see, dance, and then Krusty, stop attacking me, hurry up, do your thing. Oh, by the way, they have stamina at 280 when it's fully maxed out. Alright, Wave, Cane Sword, come on, let me attack here, we'll times 4 it. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and, should I heal? Heals by 30%, Dream Big, let me do a Skill Mirror, and then you shall not move, right back at you. And here's the thing, like, the bad thing is that I'm susceptible to getting denied. So, yeah, it's cool that you have Pierce, but if the enemy is faster than you and you get denied, well, then you're denied. Luckily, I can restore the Dream. And, okay, so I have Pierce. So, in this case, I can go ahead and just go for Krusty. And there we go. So, Daedalus, not a problem. So, we'll exit out of this battle. So, yeah, you're seeing him. He's a Pierce monster. That's what he does. He pierces. On the same level, like I said, it's nothing too crazy. Right, here's a 150 Tremor. Okay, but this is actually good. So Lonrad, who can do sun protection, if Lonrad goes first, Lonrad did not go first, I'd be able to pierce and attack. So I'm going to love doing that right now. Let's assume there was an Erder, right? Let's just go through all the skills again. Oh, actually, yeah, Elemental Advantage against Lonrad, sorry. Gotta love that. So that is powerful. So Lonrad on defense is going to have to fear Vanoss. But yeah, if there was an Erder, the fact that I could OTK Nor, that's kind of glorious. So we will do Claw, bye-bye Nor. In this case, let's see if we can attack Tremor. Alright, Resurrection with an extra turn. Ooh, gotta watch out for this. Morg's Armor, killed you again. Alright, let's single target Lonrad. Bye-bye Lonrad. I was really hoping. So now my Pierce is... Okay, I have Pierce for 3 turns, so this is actually good. Let's have him res. Alright, Poison and Stun. Okay, so yeah, I feel like I'm still going to be utilizing Wormlad for a while. Vega's Feelings. I don't see him, even with Vanoss having Pierce, I don't see him really being, like, used less or anything like that. Howdy Do Days. I really want you to res. Please res. Please do your Shine skill. Sun Protection. Alright, well, yeah, and my Pierce is gone, so I actually can't even attack him anymore. I was hoping he'd go first and Sun Protection. Alright, so there you go. Let's keep doing a few more battles, and then I'll have to trophy climb again. And then maybe do some more battles. Alright, let's see. Here's another example of Daedalus. And let's see. Here's the thing. If on Dana was to go first, how fast am I? I'm 18, running single life. And you're running, what are you running? 2 strength. You're running all team speed. You're running 3 speed. And you are running... Okay, I'm so glad I gave armor team speed. I think if it was a regular build, I think this on Dana... Oh, if this on Dana was 150, easily would have gone first. Would have removed my positive effects. And in that situation, the Pierce essentially becomes useless. But here, because it's a 130, because they're both 130, I can easily kill them. So again, not really fair. This one is 150, so let's see. Bolt Strike, Claw 200k. So yeah, against a fellow 150 Mythic, you're dealing 150k with your strongest attack and applying burning on top of that. Volteca Claw. Raw Drowning, that's when the Pierce is gone. Stamina Drain. So legitimately, if it was a 150 on Dana, I wouldn't have been able to kill like that the way I was able to. So that's just a level advantage essentially. Recharge, Fortified Tower, Water Swirl, and then stamina becomes an issue. Let's restore the dream. Let's recharge. Let's recharge again. I want to get an attack in again. Alright, now that my Pierce is gone, I could use my AoE skill and attack Daedalus. But again, level advantage. Again, when you have the level advantage, the skills just look way more powerful than they really are. But here, I'll just go ahead and do it. Bam. And Raw Drowning. Alright, cool. So I think that's actually enough for Vanoss. I kind of do wish we could pick opponents again, so I could kind of showcase other stuff, but I don't know if there's really much else to showcase. Okay, I guess here's a Megataunt base, so even if Ragnarök does evasion or something, fire protection, skill mirror, here's Volteca Claw, right? Being able to kill basically whoever I want. Here's Crash and Shooter. Here's Bolt Strike. Yeah, so the AoE, it's definitely going to work on legendaries. It's going to work on Hornets. Wait, Hornet is what, metal? No, Hornet is thunder, yeah. Grakon, I think if with a life rune, Grakon can survive if you want him to survive. Wormlad is dead for sure, so he is going to be able to OTK Wormlad just because of the elemental advantage. So there's that. So yeah, this is probably one of the best things. The fact that you can kill Nor, and she's an extra turner. So even if you don't have Hardy, but I mean, realistically, if you buy the Golden Legends Pass, you will have Hardy. The fact that you can kill like that, that is pretty cool. And then how do you do daze and kill you? So again, if you're dealing with legendaries, I mean, even with current mythics, you're dealing with legendaries, it's like a no-brainer. Alright guys, so that's enough. If you guys want me to showcase anything, if you want me to test anything specifically with Vanoss, let me know in the comments below. I will do my best to do that video. And of course, you guys are going to get a chance to take on this brand new monster. So I hope you guys join me on Saturday for a very special live stream. This obviously only applies if you're watching this video on July 24th, but make sure to join me on Saturday where you guys will be able to take on Vanoss2099. Thank you guys very much. Let me know what you thought about this monster in the comments below, and remember to subscribe.